So this is the first question given in terms of quantity and quantity B. The thing is here one third of 57.25 and other is 19 times 57.24. So how to approach this kind of questions here? Guys, one is given as 57.25 by 3 and other is given as 19 times 57.24. So how to approach this kind of questions? One is like 57 power 25 by 3 and other is given here 19 times 57 power 24. One is quantity A, other is quantity B here. So how to approach this kind of questions? So in the both the quantities we have one thing that is common is 57 power something. So guys here 57 power 25, how I can write this is something like 57 power 24 into 57 by 3 I can write. Here also I can write as 57 power 24 into, and also this is a positive number. So straight away I can cancel in both the numbers. So if I look at here 57 by 3, 19. Left side also 19, right side also 19. So here both quantities are equal. So I can say both are equal. So answer is both are equal here. Guys, so if you observe the sequence, what is the thing I take in common here? 57 power 24 I take in common. So how I can write 57 power 24 into 57 by 3. Here what I written 57 power 24 into 19. When I have both numbers which is common value 57 power 24 I can cancel on both sides. So in both sides we have like 57 by 3 that is 19. Left side also 19, right side also 19. When both are equal, the answer is two quantities are equal. So answer is C. For the first question answer is C. I hope everyone is clear with the concept. So we can go to the next question here. What is the next question? What is the question asking? We can see. Here mostly we'll be studying the like how the logics can be asked in the GRE exam and how we can quickly solve. So look at the logic. One person is solving in 5 hours and other person is solving in 4 hours. The question quantity A is asking for both of them together will take how much time? Quantity B is directly given as 2 hours. So guys, here's the simple logic. If both people are working, one person is working for 4 hours, second person also working for 4 hours, both together are working means, both of them working together means, both of them working together will share the work equally. When they share equally, they'll take how much time? Each person will take 2 hours. So both of them will complete the work in 2 hours. So if each person is 4 hours, 4 hours, so I can divide by 2 because 2 people are there. Suppose if 4 hours, 3 people are there means I can divide by 3. Same logic here. But if you look at the logic, one person is doing 5 hours, second person is doing taking 4 hours. So if one person is there 5 hours, first person, guys remember, first person is taking 5 hours, second person also taking 5 hours. Then both of them together will take 2.5 hours. So if you understand the logic, it is more than 2 hours. So if equally persons, like equal time is taken by two people means generally I'll finish the work in 2 hours. But one person is taking 4 hours, other person is taking 5 hours. So the definitely the time will be less than 2.5 and more than 2 hours. When I know the answer, this is taking more than 2 hours, then I can say answer is quantity is greater, because why? The given value is taking more than 2 hours. So I can say quantity is greater. Again guys, simple logic. When first person is taking 4 hours, P1 is taking 4 hours, P2 is also taking 4 hours. Both of them together, P1 plus P2 will take 2 hours. Suppose P1 is taking 5 hours, P2 is taking 5 hours. So two people will take 2.5 hours. But one person is taking 4 hours, other person is taking 5 hours. Then definitely P1 and P2 will take more than 2 hours. When this is more than 2 hours, I can say quantity is greater. I can say quantity is greater because why? P1 4 hours, second person 5 hours. Definitely it will be more than both of them together, more than 2 hours. 4 means 2 hours. 5 means it will be more than 2 hours. So I can say quantity is greater. Or else P1 is taking hours, P2 is taking B hours. Formula is directly P1 plus P2 will take AB by A plus B. So it will be nothing but 5 into 4 by 5 plus 4, which will be 20 by 9, more than 2 hours. So 20 by 9 is definitely more than 2 hours. I can say quantity is greater. This is the way you can approach by using the formula. This is applicable only when they are doing same work different times. I hope everyone is clear with the concept. So here, what are the key points we studied? Guys, here what are the key points we studied? First person A hours, second person also A hours, means both of them will do finish the work in A by 2 hours. P1 A hours, P2 B hours, P1 plus P2 will take, the formula is AB by A plus B. We'll go for the number 3. This is nothing but inequality, something like that. So guys, here this kind of questions you can go with the values or whatever you can go, but definitely you need to try 2 or more values always. Otherwise there is a procedure how we can approach, we can see. That's I hope everyone read the question properly. So here the question is given like A is less than B, C is less than D. Quantity is given like A by D. Quantity B is given like something like B by C. So definitely in the A and B comparisons, if I take, I know A is the least value. So least value here in the A and B. Here I know this is the bigger value in terms of A and B comparisons here. This is the bigger value. And comparison of C and D, I know this is the lowest value, lower value. This is bigger value. So least value by bigger value. This is like bigger value by lowest value or least value. Least by bigger. Let's assume something like 1 by 2. Bigger by lower. Something like 2 by 1. In this comparison, I know quantity B is always greater. Quantity B is always greater because why 1 by 2 is something like 0.5 and this is like 2. So I can say quantity B is greater. Because he clearly mentioned A, B, C, D all are positive. A, B, C, D all are positive. That's why I went approach like this. Otherwise, I will not go like this. I need to try with negative numbers also. I need to try with positive numbers also. We can go any other way, means I can go another way. How we can go, we can see that. So I'll arrange this again and I'll explain one more way. Guys, again. A is less than B. C is less than D. Quantity is given like A by D. Quantity B is given like B by C. When I know both are positive numbers, I'll shift the values. What I will do is I multiply with the D here on both sides. What will happen now? A, B, D by C. Now second thing what I will do is I'll remove the denominator. What I can do, I multiply with again C here. So now if I multiply with C here, one side we can see AC, other side we can see BD. Here A is the least value. C is also least value in terms of positive numbers. In terms of positive numbers, least into least will give least value only and compared to other things. Guys, here B is bigger value. D is also bigger value. If I do bigger into bigger in terms of comparison with other quantities, I will be getting bigger quantity only. And compared to other things. Suppose if I take something like here, I can take 2, 3. Guys, you can take some values because positive number 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if I do 2 into 4 and other is 3 into 5 because here I know A is 2, A value is 2 and C value is 4. Here B is 3, D is 5. So 15 one side, 8 other side. I can say always quantity B is greater. Quantity B is greater. This is the way we can go with the inequalities. When all the given numbers are positive, when all the given numbers are positive only, I can go like this. Or else try with some positive values and negative values. So what is the thing we understood clearly here? When the quantities are all are positive numbers, when they are given all are positive numbers, so multiply C to the other side. So whatever the C is there here, multiply with here. And whatever the D is there here, multiply with here. So we can write it as AC one side and BD one side. When A and C are both are smaller values and B and D are both are bigger numbers, definitely I can say relation like A into C is always less than B into D because these are smaller numbers S1, S2. These are bigger numbers B1, B2. So I can say here quantity B is greater. So we can see the next question. Okay. So guys, you understand the logic. This is something like quadratic equation. 3x square is equal to 7x minus 2. So how to approach this kind of questions? Quantity A is x and quantity B is 1. So guys, here we know 3x square equal to 7x minus 2. Quantity A is x. quantity B is 1. So this kind of problems, what I will do is directly I will solve for the quadratic equation. Before that, check it any values it is taking 1. No, it is not taking. So we can go with straight away, we can go with the quadratic equation 3x square minus 7x plus 2 is equal to 0. To solve this quadratic equation roots, we need to multiply ax square plus bx plus c form. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. When this is in the form means I can multiply a and c. So multiply here 3 and 2. So 3 and if I multiply, I will be getting 6. 6, how I can write to get minus 7? What any possibilities of getting minus 7? So I can write as minus 1 minus 6. So how I can write 3x square minus x minus 6x plus 2 is equal to 0. So from the both the quantities, first two quantities, I can take x common. Remaining will be 3x minus 1. Here I can take minus 2 common. Remaining will be 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. From both the things I can take 3x minus 1 common and other x minus 2 remaining left out. If I solve for the roots, what I will be getting? 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. X will be 1 by 3. On other side, x minus 2 is equal to 0. What I will be getting? X equal to 2. So if I take x value 2, definitely I will say quantity is greater. But if I choose x value 1 by 3, definitely I will say quantity is lesser. But it should be only one case, either greater or less. But it is not be getting both the things. One is one case greater, one other case lesser. So this kind of problem, what I can say is answer is always cannot be determined. Guys, what is the procedure we solved here? So 3x square minus 7x plus 2 is equal to 0. And we solved for the x values and we got answers as x equal to 1 by 3. Other case we got x equal to 2 here. One case less, other case more. So answer relation cannot be determined. We'll go for number 5 now. Yes, this is something like geometry, guys. So here we can't switch to the black screen because it will be difficult to draw the diagram and again solving it will take too much time. So I'll explain here only. So carefully we can see the logic how to approach. So 70, 65. Oh my God. The given values are 70, 65. So 70, 65 means 135. 135 means how much is the remaining angle left out? 45. Because why 45 means sum of the angles always in a triangle is equal to 180. So x plus what I can write here, x plus 70 plus 65 is always equal to 180. So x will be always 45 after solving this. When we got x value 45, we know the property that sum of angles in a straight line is always 180. So this is 45, this is 60, remaining will be 75. Because why? Here also same property here. This x, y, z together should be 180. So that's why I can mark this as 75. So 30, 75, 105. So remaining also here 75. The question is asking comparison of two quantities, that is nothing but CD and DE. When two angles are equal, the opposite side should be equal here. So because why here DCE, angle DCE is equal to angle DEC. When both are equal, so I can say CD is equal to DE. The opposite angles are equal. So I can say here the two quantities are equal. So I'll mark it as answer as C. Guys, again, first of all, I know two angles here, 74, 65. So I can figure out other angle, that is 45. When I got 45 and 60, the sum of angles in a straight line is 185, 60, 105. So remaining 75. Here I know 30 plus 75 plus angle E is equal to 180. I'll solve for E value, that is nothing but again I'll be getting 75 here. And after getting the 75, when two angles are equal, the opposite side should be equal. So CD and DE are equal. So answer is both are equal. Okay. Israel interested in purchasing a new smartphone. She finds one that go to the on sale local electronic store and for a 20% less than original price. Before Israel can buy the phone, however, the store raises the sales price by 20%. If the 20% of the sales price is 360, then final price is what percent of the original price? Hmm. So this kind of questions how to approach. First of all, before going to the before going to the local electronic store, he increased the price by 20%. Then after that, he decreased it by 20%. The question is asking like final price was what percent of the initial price. Initial price meaning before increase. So how to approach this kind of questions here like this? If the 20% of the sales price was 360, so initial price is, let us assume 100. 100 means this is like price, initial price, original price. So what happened now? The storekeeper, what happened? He increased the prices by 20%. The store raises the sales price by 20%. So what will happen now? The new price will be 120. So the store raised price will be 120. Now, what is happening now? On 120, what is happening here now? He is giving 20% discount. On 120, he is giving us 20% discount, meaning 20% of 120 should be subtracted here. So 120 minus 24, that will be nothing but 96. So initial price 100 means for him it is getting as 96. So now before going to this value, what I can say, if I take 100 as the base price, now it become 96, meaning how much is the final price? 96 is what percent of 100? 96 is what percent of the 100? It will be 96% only. So I can say directly answer is 96. Guys, again, the simple logic, if I have initial original price 100, original price is 100. Before going to the shopkeeper store person, what happened? Store has raised the price. Store raised how much here? 20% raises. The new price will be 120. Now what is happening here? Ezel. Ezel is purchasing for what here now? 20% discount. 20% 20 minus 20% of 120. So how much is the price he is getting for 120 minus 24? 96. So initial price 100 means now easily is purchasing for how much? 96. This 96 is what percent of 100? 96% only. This is the way we can solve the percentage questions before going to the base prices or anything. Given prices, we can ignore directly and we will get the answer directly. Here we have space for number 7. So we can go slowly how to approach this question now. 10 years ago, Mato was one third was as old as he will be in 20 years. So he is this year the comparison is between 10 years ago and after 20 years. So and the question is asking what is the age of the person after 10 years. Guys, here the simple thing we need to remember is one is given 10 years ago x minus 10 and other is given 20 years will be x plus 20. And the question is asking for x plus 10 value how much. So here we have a simple relation x minus 10 is or was meaning equal to one third. One third means what? And one third of what? And after 20 years, one third of x plus 20. So here simply I can move the 3 to other side by multiplying 3 on both the numerator and what will happen now? 3x minus 30 is equal to x plus 20. Further I can simplify as 2x equal to how much here? 50. X will be 25. The question is asking for not the present age. The question is asking after 10 years. That is x plus 10. I can figure it as 25 plus 10. That will be nothing but 35. So answer is 35. Because here why I went with x and not equation like solving equation meaning the simple thing is options are not given, so we need to go with only variables. That's all about the today discussion on GRE questions. We will see some more questions in the future classes. Thank you.